All righty. Welcome everyone to day 3 of the Manifest with Grace and Ease workshop. If you'll go ahead and put your name, location, and what is your intention for today, as well as your pronouns, name, pronouns, location, and intention. What are you desiring to release? What are you desiring to receive? What guidance are you looking for? And if you're like, Katie, I have no intention whatsoever that I can think of, then a good one to default to is just whatever it is that I'm available for today. Whatever it is I'm open to receiving today, I will be here for that. So set your intention, share your name, your pronouns, and location in the chat, and I'll go ahead and get started. We're going to do a little blended somatic healing today. And what I mean by that is we're going to mix TRE, tension and trauma releasing exercises, with breath work. And we're going to do that step by step by step to make sure that it's nice and digestible for everyone. But this is a little sample into what you will experience inside of the year-long community breathwork container. It's way more than just breath work. It's also somatic healing, sound healing, and anything else that I find along the way that's going to support you in manifesting with more grace and ease. So I want to talk a little bit about TRE. I mentioned it a few days ago, earlier on in the workshop, but I want to dive into the official opening of what we are taught to teach inside of the TRE training. So TRE stands for Tension and Trauma Releasing Exercises, and it's founded by a man named Dr. David Berceli, who is a clinical PhD social worker and bioenergetic therapist. And his research is all around how does the body process and release trauma. So he actually went to war zones, put himself in events that most of us would be like, that's pretty traumatic, right? You're in a place that's being bombed or attacked, etc. But he did it to observe what was going on, what was happening in the bodies of the people who were experiencing these traumatic events. And what he noticed was that everyone in the room during an attack, during a stressful moment, everyone in the room would contract their body, like we talked about the other day. The main muscles involved with that stress response are the abs, the psoas, the hips, glutes, thighs, low back, etc. This whole lower core region. And what he also noticed was once the threat had passed, the children in the room would shake. Physically, their bodies would shake, would tremor. And the adults in the room would not. So he basically theorized that as adults, we've been socialized out of this ability for our bodies to shake off the contraction of a trauma response. So we end up holding that in our bodies. It ends up messing up our sleep, our mood, our digestion, our immunity, even our reproductive systems are all impacted by stress hanging out in our bodies. So that's what we're going to do today, is a little bit of somatic releasing of trauma in the body. And then we're going to move right into breath work after that. So in TRE, they basically teach these 7 very specific exercises. And in order to call it TRE, you have to teach those specific exercises in that way. I have found through working with clients and friends and things like that, that we can elicit that tremor response without needing to do all of those 7 exercises, as long as you are open to the fact that your body wants to do this. Your body wants to release this, right? Your mind is going to say, wait a second, my leg is shaking in a way that I'm not choosing to. My back is wiggling in a way that I am not actually consciously telling it to, right? But it's the same way with being pregnant, right? You consciously have the act of sex, right? But then after that, the body takes over and you're not consciously thinking as you go to bed at night, grow the baby, grow the baby, grow the baby. No, your body does it automatically. So that's what we're doing today, is priming the body to release that tremor, release that stress response. You may or may not notice anything in the body today, and that's okay, right? If you don't notice anything, let me know, and we can get you into an official TRE class where you can experience the full 7 exercises. For those of you who work out a lot or you have stronger bodies, you may need to do more physical exercise to minorly fatigue and stress those muscles so that you do elicit that stress response. But I know from experience that we can do that without. Okay, let me read this chat real quick. Beautiful intentions. There's a place called Medicine Hat. That is really cool. I want to go there. All righty. Okay. Nisha is intending to stay present and surrender. Jenny is here to learn and listen to the universe. Sam Jasmine is here to release blockages on unworthiness and make space for confidence and clarity. Beautiful. Brianna is here to release, ground, and settle my energy, release limiting thoughts and beliefs. These are beautiful. Great. Alicia, Sacramento, intend to receive whatever my body and soul is needing. Jody, ooh, ceremony of life today. So I want to feel calm in the body and able to ride the wave of emotions. Beautiful. Kristen, my intention is to release self-doubt and deepen connection with intuition. Welcome, Laurel. Hi. Hi, Chadu. Good to see you. Whatever she is supposed to release today and receive at this point. Beautiful. Heather wants to release any resentment I hold towards my sister and reconnect with ancestors and guides. Ooh, we're definitely calling it ancestors today. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and, oh, thank you. My dog is cute. Look at him. We cuddled this morning. He like put his face like right here on my chest. It was so sweet. Okay, so before we start shaking and all that good stuff, I want y'all to stand up because we're gonna do the actual shake. Releasing any tension from the week, from our body. Happy October 1st, by the way. I call it the witch month. I mean, it's my birth month. My birthday's on the 12th, and of course it's Halloween. So let's go ahead and shake off any of September's energy, any of the negativity lingering in our field from maybe someone else today, shaking out the hips too and the legs. And then what I want you to do is plant your feet far apart from one another, reach your arms up into the sky, and then fold in between your legs. Slight bend in the knees. We're just hinging at the hips here, allowing yourself to ragdoll, spreading the feet about 2 feet apart from one another. Walk your hands to the right leg, keeping your hips in the center, stretching the left side of the body with your feet about 2 feet apart from one another. And then walk your hands over to the left leg, stretching through the right side body. 3 breaths here. Back to the center. Reach your arms all the way through your legs. Reach, reach, reach. And then slowly roll up to standing, or with a flat back, come back all the way up to standing. Shake out your legs. Shake, 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 shake. And before we get on the mat, just want to do a little bit of a fatiguing exercise for your thighs. I'm gonna have you sit like you're sitting in a chair, arms out in front. Notice where your spine is. Is your booty flaring out like Beyonce, or is it tucked under like a scared dog? I want it somewhere in the middle. Neutral spine. Deep breath in. Sit a little lower. Deep breath in. Sit a little lower. Inhale, come up to standing and shake it out. Awesome. Okay. Now I want you to get on your bed or mat or whatever you have set up for what we're doing today and sit like this with a diamond shape in the thighs. Your feet are together. And later on, I'm gonna walk y'all through some things. And when I say to put both of your feet flat on the floor, I mean like this, right? Your knees are open, your feet are flat on the floor. For now, the soles of your feet are touching like this, okay? So from this position, take a deep breath in, reaching up, exhale, fold over the legs. This is not really any sort of intense stretch. It's actually just a gentle folding where you might notice a slight activation in the thighs and low back, glutes. And then go ahead and with your feet in the exact same position, lay all the way back on your back. Yep. Your feet, the soles of your feet are touching, your legs are making a diamond shape, and your back is on the ground. Take a few deep belly breaths here. There won't be music until we get to the breathwork section. The music is the sound of your breath. Before we get too deep into the tremoring, I want to let you know how you can pause it if you would like to. And we're going to pause it when we do the breathwork section. But once we start activating this tremor, if you want to, at any point, you're like, I don't like this, I want to shut it down, I don't want to do this anymore, you simply will extend your legs out long, like just like corpse pose, you're laying on your back, Shavasana, legs extended out long. And I will guide you into that later on, but you're more than welcome to take a break at any time. You're also welcome, when we do start the breath work, you're welcome to come back to the tremoring position, which I'll put you in here shortly, and tremor during breath work, if you would like to do that. But you don't need to tremor more than about 10 to 20 minutes total for today. So where you are, from here, lift your hips up off the mat, up off the bed, up off the ground, about an inch or two, or even if you just have the intention of lifting them, maybe you have back pain or a knee injury and you can't fully lift your hips, that's fine. Just with the intention of lifting your hips up off the ground. And we're gonna hold here. Breath is natural, normal. Drop the hips. And from the natural, and actually if your feet are pretty close to your hips, I want you to slide your feet a little bit further away just to open that diamond shape of your legs a little bit more. And from the natural opening of your knees, close your knees like a book, about 2 inches, and hold. Just 2 inches. So Brianna, yeah, there you go. So just 2 inches and hold. Give me a thumbs up if you notice any sort of activation in the body. Awesome. Again, some of you may notice activation, some of you may not. That's okay. And that activation can look like a bouncing, a swaying, a trimmering, a thrusting, a humping, a tapping, a shaking. It can look any number of ways. It can even look like emotions moving. Go ahead and bring your knees together another 2 inches and hold. Letting the body lead and the mind follow. And this is a good time to ask yourself, am I present in this experience? Meaning, am I aware of what is happening? Am I comfortable with what I notice? And do I feel safe? If the answer is no or I don't know, extend your legs out long and take a break. If the answer is yes, you feel present, comfortable, and safe, give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right, one more time. We're going to lift the knees a little bit closer to one another and hold, keeping the soles of the feet where they are, touching one another. Spiritual support animals are welcome during these sessions. Breathing naturally and normally with an occasional big sigh out. Okay, go ahead, put both feet flat on the ground. Bring the feet to touch one another and the knees wider than the hips. Feet are touching one another, knees are wider than the hips. And we're going to hold here if this is comfortable for you. If it's not, you can walk the feet a little bit further away from one another. And remember, you can always take a break by extending the legs out long. We will be here together for a few minutes before I invite everyone to take a break. And then we'll trimmer for a few more minutes before breath work. Letting the body lead and the mind follow. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a break together. Extend your legs out long. Keep your feet relaxed. Breaks are good within TRE, allowing the body to rest as it releases. We don't have to do it all at once. And then when you're ready, bend the knees, return the feet so that the soles of your feet, the bottoms of your feet are flat on the floor. The feet touch, the knees open. Yeah, and I can't see all of you, but some of you that I can see are in great positions, but some of you might want to slide your feet away from your hips a little bit. Like Heather, you might want to slide your feet. There you go. Yeah, so you don't want the feet too close to the hips, maybe 6 to 12 inches away from the hips, depending on your body shape and size. Few more minutes here. Am I present? Am I comfortable? And do I feel safe? Taking the last few breaths here in this position. Go ahead and extend your legs out long. Allowing the body to soften. We're transitioning now into the breathwork portion. But remember that if you want to play with the trimmer a little bit more for a song or two throughout this breathwork journey, you're more than welcome to. If you're making any adjustments like blankets, go ahead and do that now. And I will start the music, start dropping in together in 3, 2, 1. Allow yourself to get as comfortable as you can. This style of breath is all in and out of the mouth. And what we're going to do today is take a deep breath into the belly and let it go. That is our style of breathing. Into the belly, through the mouth, and let it go. Before we drop into the active breath, we're going to ground and connect here. Opening up to your intention, connecting with your desire. Remembering that you are exactly where you need to be. There's nothing else to do and no one else to serve right now but you. And in this journey, we're going to go through the manifestation cycle together. But before we do, we're going to call in your wise inner guide. Placing your hands on your heart space, ask the inner wisdom that lives in your heart to join us, to guide you, to support what is here for your highest good and the highest good of all involved, with grace and ease. And while we move into the second song called You're Not Alone, we're gonna connect to and call in your ancestors, all of them. Imagine that there's a circle around you of your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, and beyond. Enough people to fill an entire stadium. That is what was required for you to be here. How many lives are a part of your lifetime? And how much healing there is to do. With the support of your inner wisdom and all of your ancestors here today, in the next song, we'll begin the active breath into the belly and out. Lick the lips, open your mouth nice and wide. Take that first intentional breath into the belly and out. Into the belly and out. In and out. In and out. Receive the breath. Release the breath. Remember, you can take a break at any time by simply returning to nasal breathing. You cannot mess this up or do it wrong. It is safe to trust yourself. The universe knows all of your desires, all of your needs. Your job is to become an energetic match. The conviction of inevitability. If the universe went through all of this work to bring you here through generations and generations, hundreds of thousands of people and energy, and food was meant to create you, then how is it not possible that your desires can be brought to you? The same force that moves the tides, that keeps the forests watered, and that turns a single cell into an entire human being. This force is you. It's the flow of life. And you have access to this flow right here, right now, by breathing it in and letting it out. Breathe it in and out. Breathe it in and out. You're doing great. Finding a pace that feels good to you. Receive. Release. Receive. Release. Breathing in the love that you are. Breathing out the conditioning. Breathing in the love. Breathing out the programmed fear. Receive, release, receive, release. Letting the body lead and the mind follow. Maybe your body wants to shake or stretch. Maybe it wants to dance or move. All of these things are healing. Let your body show you what it needs. Get out of your mind and into the body. On this next song, see if you can take in 10% more breath. Receive, release. Receive, release. Let's do 3 audible exhales together. Receive, let out that sigh. Receive. Let out that sigh. Receive. Loudest one yet. Let it out. Beautiful work. Keep moving the breath. See. Release. Receive. Release. Remember, at any time you can bend your knees, plant your feet flat on the floor. and allow the body to tremor and release how it wants to, playing with the somatics, playing with the body, letting it guide you, and trusting that it knows exactly what it needs right now. What doubts, what fears, what limiting beliefs are you ready to release today? They served you once before, helping you to feel safe in this society, in a family, in a schoolroom. But those fears no longer are needed. They don't apply anymore. You are safe. You are strong. And you are supported. Your desires are safe guidance, here to show you exactly what you're available for in this lifetime, what is possible for you. That is what your desires are, foreshadowing what you can experience in this life, should you decide to trust yourself. When you alter the breath, you begin to oppose and release the habitual patterns of emotions and attention that are coded in your mind and body. Give yourself the gift of your loving attention. Receive, release. Receive, release. In this next song, I'm going to walk you through a breath retention exercise where we will hold on empty, and then I'll guide you into taking a deep breath in, squeezing everything to the top, and sighing it all out. And I'll guide you through each step of that. Until then, keep moving the breath. Beautiful work. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. 2 more rounds and then we'll hold on empty. Receive, release. Receive, release. Hold on empty. Let everything move out of the body. Soften the face. Surrendering to the precious present moment. Take a deep breath in. Hold at the top. Squeeze everything up, up, up towards the crown chakra. And let it out. Beautiful sighs, beautiful releases. Returning to the active breath. Receive, release, receive, release, receive, release, receive, release. In this song, I'm going to invite you to do what we just did, but this time you'll let out a howl, a scream, a yell, a hoot, a holler, whatever needs to release from your body today, whatever limiting beliefs no longer serve the witch you are becoming. You'll be invited to release those here in a moment. Until then, keep moving the breath. Receive, release, receive, release, receive, release, receive, release, receive, hold, release. A little sample into what that howl's gonna feel like. All right, we're gonna do one more breath hold, just like we did on that last song in just a moment. Receive, release. One more, receive. Release everything from the lungs. Hold on empty. Soften. Drop in. Know that your body has everything it needs. Take a deep breath in. Hold at the top. Let it out. Now. Ow! Let it move. Let it release. Let it tremor. Let it shake. Let your hands guide you. Trust that your body knows exactly what it needs right now. Beautiful work, everyone. We're entering our last song of active breath. Taking deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Into the belly. Release. Into the belly. Release. Beautiful breath. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Let's do 3 more audible exhales together. Receive. Activating that throat chakra. Receive. Let it go. Receive. receive. Let it go. Feeling the lips. Returning to a natural breathing cycle. We're moving into the integration portion where you get to get as comfortable as possible. It's now time to surrender. As you get comfortable, say it with me on 3. I am divine. 1, 2, 3. I am divine. On 3, say I am infinite. 1, 2, 3. I am infinite. On 3, say my desires are safe. Guidance. 1, 2, 3. My desires are safe. Guidance. I have everything I need. Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. I have everything I need. Reconnecting back to your ancestors. All of the lives it took to create you. Imagining that they are surrounding you, an entire crowd of souls. They're saying thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for healing our trauma. Thank you for being brave enough to be the first, to live out your purpose. We're here for you. We love you. We will never leave you. And with your ancestors surrounding you, imagine your inner child, a version of yourself as young as you can remember. Bring that little one into your arms. Embrace them with your love. And say, I love you. You are safe with me. I've got your back. Roll into the fetal position for a few juicy breaths. And in your own time, make your way back to a seated position. Thank you all so much for showing up for yourselves over the past 3 days, for carving out this time, and for trusting me with holding this space. I started crying too, Heather. We have time and space now for any shares, anything that came up for you or through for you during this time. I'd love to know what they are. You're also more than welcome to send me an email. You can reply to any of the emails my team and I have sent over the past few days. That goes to my inbox, and let me know if you don't want to tell me here, but did want to open up the space for that experience. This is the first time that I've combined TRE and breathwork in this way, so I'm definitely curious about y'all's experience. Go ahead, Heather. Oh, you're still muted.
Oh, hi, KJ. Hi, everybody. Let me lower my hand here. I asked, obviously, to connect to my ancestors, and what was really interesting to me was that I actually connected to my mom, who's still alive, and she lives in Thailand, so I don't get to see her. I don't get to see most of my family very often. I'm the only one who lives in San Francisco, and all my family is, really far away in Thailand and all over the States. So I had this moment of remembering spending Christmas with my family in New Zealand a few years ago before the pandemic in 2019, and just cooking for my mom and being able to it was weird, but feeling like I was able to kind of mother my mom and take care of her brought us really close together in a way that I never expected. And I had a moment of realization that I need to connect with my sister now and forgive her for forgive her for what I am resenting her for, because I don't want to wait till my mom is dead for us to come together. And I feel like that's what I've been waiting for, is for, oh, well, I guess if mom or dad dies, like, I guess I'm going to have to be connected to her somehow. And I don't want to wait for that. I want to be able to forgive her and be connected to her now. So I realized, like, that's what my mom and my dad would probably want. So, and all my ancestors who love her. And So that's what came up for me. Thank you so much for that. I really love that you combined the two. I think that's such a powerful combination.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Heather. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you being here. Yeah, I've been doing TRE, or I've been doing the trimmering within my own breathwork practice for almost a year now, a little under a year now. So I know how like beautiful it can be to have the whole body reacting, and I'm really excited to incorporate that all together going forward. So thank you for that feedback. Jenny was thinking I couldn't imagine doing this in a room with other people, but now I want to give a big hug to Heather. I have done breath work in a big room of other people, and it's so interesting. I haven't done TRE in a room of other people. It's so interesting because like other people are breathing too, so you kind of feed off of that energy, but then someone might be like wailing in the corner and you're like, oh, they're sending it, you know, and it makes you want to like go even deeper. And I've held space for breath work in a large group too, and I think online and in person have both their pros and cons, right? It's so nice. Like safety is such a factor in this work, feeling safe. So if you feel safer in your own home with your pets nearby, then I say like do that, you know? But it's also nice to be in community and feed off of other people's energy as well. Hi, Laurel.
Hi. Hi. So I said my intention was to get guidance on, like, I recently moved to California and my friend here, she had a roommate leave, and so I picked it up last minute, but it's like not really working. And I've been on the road living in my car for like 3 months. So in the session, I realized that I've really just been missing my car, and I think I'm gonna go back to living in my car for a bit more because I just feel safe, and like it's a lot being in, you never know how it's gonna be living in the presence of someone else. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that, Laurel. Thank you for sharing that. So you're gonna hit the road again.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stay in like the Bay Area and just like live beneath the trees.
Love
Which
it.
is what
Yeah, I'm all about living in the trees as well. Anyone else feel called to share?
I would like to go off of Heather's.
Yes, hi.
Hi. So the tremoring at first, it's something you also said was like, let your body move naturally the way that it does. And that whole experience to me kind of reminded me of what it might feel like either having period cramps or when a woman is going through labor. I've never had a kid, so I don't know. But that was just like the thought coming, like, especially the moaning, the release, that felt very like, okay, there's something happening. Now I have like cramps there. But when we did the breath work towards the end, I also thought of my mom when you said like let your ancestors come. And my mom has been diagnosed with dementia since 2 years, and that whole part lets me like release it and feel that sadness of losing my mom. And usually I don't think about it, it's kind of just in the background. So it was really nice to have that moment where I can express how sad I am about it.
Beautiful. I love that. Yeah, that's one of the things that can happen during breath work is the trapped emotions that we haven't been able to feel or allowed ourselves to feel can come up during that. So thank you so much for sharing, Sam Jasmine. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate each and every one of you for being here. You've got a little less than an hour left on early bird pricing for my community breathwork container. We'll be doing this type of work every single week for an entire year. So if that's something that you're interested in, then you will get an email here shortly with this replay, and also with all that information is available in all your past emails as well. But if you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram. I'm at Womanifester and at KJ the Witch. And you can also send me an email. It's been such a pleasure working with y'all over the past few days. I am likely going to do one of these 3-day events again next month. I am going to, because every night when I go to bed, I'm like, oh, I would change this. I would say this differently. So I'm going to do it again next month, and I hope to see y'all there. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.